Hi guys, Chuck here for thecheapbastard.net, and today we're going to cover rust busting and coming up with your own solution to break free rusted nuts and bolts and metal parts that you need to break free. If you live anywhere in the north or anywhere where there's winter or salt or a lot of moisture, you know how tough it is to break free rusted bolts and nuts and things like this. So instead of going out to the store every time and spending $5.50 on a can of WD-40, which doesn't really work anyways because it's a water displacement system, it's not a rust buster, or PB Blaster, which is really good but a little more expensive, maybe $7.50. I'm going to set you up here with a recipe that's going to keep you in rust busting fluid for probably the next 2 years. You won't have to buy another can of anything, and you're going to make it only as you need it. So here's the recipe. First part. You're going to need 50% acetone. Get yourself a quart of acetone, and that will probably run you maybe $8 or $9 at the hardware store. The next thing, for about $5 or $6, get yourself a quart of ATF, automatic transmission fluid. The brand doesn't really matter if you're not familiar with it. It's sort of a pink, thick, syrupy, viscousy sort of a fluid that you use in your transmission of your car. So you're going to use 50% of this and 50% of this. You don't have to use it all at once. You can use half and half, but try and keep the ratio to 50-50. So you're going to take these two, and in true cheapbastard.net style, use something like an old peanut butter jar that's been cleaned out, all pristine and clear. You're going to dump it in here, shake it around vigorously, shake it up really good till it's a nice consistent mixture throughout, it's well blended, and then using a funnel, dump it into something like this. It's a little atomizer that you'd get somewhere at a dollar store for $1, obviously. Shake it up really good, and you're going to come up with a nice translucent, sort of rich, ambery, pink type fluid. And you're going to use this, there you go, atomized, and spray it on whatever's rusted, whether it be a nut, a bolt, a fastener, something that won't break free without a lot of effort. And it's going to work really fast, and because it's thick and it's slippery, unlike WD-40 and unlike PB Blaster, it's going to stick around for a while. It's not just going to run off and hit the floor and where you can't use it. It's going to stick around, it's not going to evaporate. Hit it a few times, let it set for a couple hours, or maybe even a full day if it's something big like a lug nut. Come back to it, and it should break free really easy. I've used it on things like big 1.5-inch bolts, lug nuts for military trailers, and it's given me no problem whatsoever. I thoroughly recommend it. So there you go. You're probably going to spend $15, $16, but you're going to be set probably for the next year, year and a half, 2 years with rust buster fluid, and you won't have to buy any more. And you did it yourself right in your shop, right here. Another fine formula brought to you by cheapbastard.net. Thanks a lot. This has been Chuck Barnett.